Hey there YouTube, this is WarMech95 back again with another Transformers review, and this time, as you can see, we are looking at Beast Machine's Deluxe Class Mirage. Now as you can see, like his G1 ancestor and pretty much every incarnation of him before, Mirage is an F1 style car. This particular type of like Cybertronian style Formula 1 racer, very nice, very nifty looking thing. Kind of like a dark British racing green with silver colour scheme. Has the yellow on the spoilers. Would have been nice if these little missiles on the wings had been painted, but still quite, I can just do that myself at some point, make it look even nicer. I like the yellow along the wheel guards here. These will make the feet, so you'll see the problem that, it's a problem that's been pointed out, but it's not really an issue with me right now. But anyway, as you can see, this is Mirage. Very nice, has a little forward-facing gun here. His kind of gimmicks revolve, his main gimmick in vehicle mode revolve around these translucent blue rods here. Let me just zoom in, try and show this guy a little closer. Basically, these are like friction missiles. What you do is, they're like this, they're like exhausts. Sorry, they're like exhausts coming out from the back. Pardon me. And so what you do is you rotate them up like that so that they come away, and then what you do is you just basically push your thumb in and they're meant to scoot away like that. It's kind of a pants gimmick sort of thing, but still it's okay. I like translucent plastic on these guys, you know. Though I have another issue with these, but I'll get to that later. So yeah, I'll just go through the transformation and see. I've talked about the vehicle mode. As you can see, next to no kibble on the bottom or on the back. You know, everything's well hidden apart from his head. You can quite well, unless you actually know that that's his head. It's actually, you know, it hides everything quite well for a deluxe. So what you do to transform this guy, first of all, I'll just zoom out a bit. First of all, you take this back section, pull it all the way back, and then you take the two side parts and pull them out until they get to there. Then you then take the front section and bring it up like that. Now you've got everything flying everywhere, so we'll start with the legs and work our way up the body. So just take the leg, rotate it down, and then this unpegs from that and folds straight in there. And for the other one, rotate the leg down and goes back in like that. Then you come around, you know, yeah, and then the legs rotate all the way around like that. Okay, next then we have the arms. You just separate them at the wing and fold them down, and then the shoulder comes down like that with the pipes facing out that way, and the hand comes around like that. As you can see, there's his arm right there. Then do the same for the other one, out there, and then at the back, what you do, you just fold that down like that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so yeah, that goes like that, and then this comes up like that and just stays there. I don't think there's no peg that locks this into place, but still it hold, well, oh no, there is. No, there isn't. Sorry, my mistake. So yeah, that just all comes up there, and it does hold in pretty snugly without any pegs or anything. So yeah, there you go. There you have, there you go. This is Beast Machine's Mirage. Okay, now there's very little, yeah, okay, well I'll talk about the robot mode, then I'll talk about his backstory, because I have issues with that too. Okay, robot mode, still very nice. Kind of has this backpack sort of caper going on with the front of his spoiler. It would have been nice if that had a kind of folded in or something, but still quite good anyway. It's got nice yellow, more yellow in his arms and stuff, and in the waist, and nice translucent blue chest. Posability, actually, again, like most of Beast Machine's Beast Wars, good posability, especially in the legs and in the arms. He's got ball joints, pretty much. There's no, only swivel joints or hinge joints he has are on his legs, or no, on his feet. The rest is all ball joints in the arms, in the hips, and in the knees, which is very nice. His head, and his head is actually on a small ball joint too, though that it's sometimes limited just by it's not very high off the neck. So yeah, that's that. one gimmick he does have is this back piece does come over the top of his head, so you can either have like a head mounted cannon, or it does come off, and he does have a small hand pistol sort of thing, so sort of thing going on. He does look very, very nice indeed. As per usual with Beast Machines, he has a spark crystal, which is pretty inconveniently placed right there beneath his front axle, so there's a spark crystal there. So yeah, okay, so yeah, this is a nice figure, nice figure. He makes a good Scout Deluxe class, I think, and yeah, very nice indeed. But these things, getting back to these translucent green things here, they do come out, and it would have been really nice if they had have done something with like either the holes here or the holes in his arms, or even these holders here, so that you could maybe slide these back in and have like a laser, either have it like there like a laser machete or a laser sword, or even like an arm mounted laser sword, but unfortunately they don't. It's kind of like this kind of bulky, it is kind of like, but slightly laser axe-ish, I suppose, but very stretch of the imagination, I know. But yeah, very nice mode, nice stinky little thing. Okay, now in terms of background for this guy, he is meant to be just like another drone created by Megatron and Beast Machines to help conquer Cybertron and stuff, but that's kind of boring for my taste, so I made up my own kind of version of history for this guy. Basically, this guy, Mirage, is descended from the original G1 Mirage, and as such he had his powers of being able to turn invisible. Only this descendant was able to take it one step further and could not only become invisible, but could phase out of the physical plane of reality. So he could almost become a ghost and move through walls and stuff. And so he was he's very arrogant. He comes with all the snobbery and elitishness that the original Mirage had. And so he very much looked after himself and was a bit kind of poncy and arrogant and just liked all his servant bots to do the work for him. Unfortunately, when the Megatron's virus hit and everyone kind of lost the ability to transform, and you know, Megatron was unveiling his plot, Mirage was the only one who was able to, apart from Nightscream, Mirage was the only person on the surface of Cybertron to avoid being hurt by this virus plague that Megatron unleashed, because he could simply become a ghost and wouldn't be affected by it. Unfortunately, he realized that he couldn't keep this up forever, and so he broke into one of the Viacon factories that Megatron had started and hijacked this Viacon general body, which in turn made him become what he was now. And so essentially at the start of Beast Machines, before the main cast of Maximals turned up, Mirage basically found himself fighting loads of Viacons on his own and had to learn how to survive very quickly without the help of his serfs. Now, he was able to find one of his friends, a person called Scrapper, when Mirage was causing trouble, Megatron put the spark of his friend Scrapper into a Scrapper drone and sent the Scrapper drones out after him, along with more and more of his own Mirage drones as well, to try and capture him. Because this was the one Transformer that Megatron realistically couldn't kill or couldn't capture because of his ability. And so Mirage basically spent a long time dodging and fighting his own clones and Scrapper clones, and he managed to actually reach Scrapper and bring him back and remind him of who he was and that they were both friends. And so Megatron found himself facing off against two Maximals left on Cybertron. And so as the combat did escalate, because Mirage and Scrapper, being in general bodies, found out that they could actually mentally control the drones, and they managed to take control of these drones away from Megatron, who then stepped up things a notch and then for the first time unleashed Jetstorm and Tankor and Thrust on them. I believe that those three new drones and new waves of drones actually, and then Mirage and Scrapper, finding out that the Maximals were actually on their way back, decided to make one last stand, and it's like a Charge of the Light Brigade thing. They charged in together with all their drones, and basically Tankor and Thrust and Jetstorm basically surprised them, ambushed them, and wiped them all out. But they were able to do enough damage to all the tank drones and distract them long enough so that there weren't as many to hunt down the Maximals when they first arrived. and so we're able to escape down into the catacombs, and thus beginning the Beast Machines conflict as we know it. And that took me quite a while to figure out, but I think it's a nice wee story, and it's my story, and if people don't like it, then fine, PM me, and we'll discuss the possibilities of Beast Machines at a later date. But yeah, my time's nearly up here, so I'm going to sign off, and this is WarMech95 here, with a very nice little Beast Machines Mirage. Ready New Year font. Farewell. Bye.